Hi, I'm here to do my 14 and 15 weeks update today. So I'm 15 weeks at the moment. A few things have been happening over the last couple of weeks. I have firstly had that glucose test done that I spoke about last time. So I went into the pathology and sat there for 2 hours and had that test done. So it was a series of 3 blood tests over 2 hours. It wasn't actually as bad as what I thought. I remember having it last time and really hating it and feeling really sick because you had to fast, feeling really sick and like I was going to pass out. But this time, I don't know, it wasn't very busy in there. I got there and there was already, how many people? There were like 3 people waiting, but there were 2 staff members on, so it went really quickly. I was seen within like 10 minutes or so. Yeah, so that wasn't too bad actually. I just sat there, read the magazines, not really. Sorry, I've got my puppy playing here. Oh, she's got the tape measure. Excuse me. Yeah, so that was all done. I haven't actually got the results back from that yet. They were supposed to be in so that the hospital would be able to tell me the results, but when I went to I'm going a bit off topic, but I don't have the results back from that, but I'm sure if they were urgent or there was anything really wrong, then they would have called me. So I'll just wait for my next appointment to find out what happens with those, I guess. But yeah, so that I'm so glad that that is over, because even though it wasn't as bad as what I thought, it's still something that I don't like doing it. I don't want to do it again. So I'm glad that that bit's over. And I went for my first hospital appointment. So I've just been seeing my GP. So I went for my first hospital appointment there, and that was a new experience, to go to a hospital and like sit in a waiting room just full of pregnant people, and I felt like people were looking at me like, what are you doing here? Because I wore like, I didn't wear like a shirt like this, I wore like a baggier kind of jumper thing, so you couldn't even tell that I was pregnant. There were people and they were like super pregnant, so they were probably looking at me going, what are you doing here? So the wait for that was an hour and a half, so I didn't get seen. My appointment was at 11 and I didn't get seen until 12:30. So I went in and I asked the lady, I said, oh, do you give people, like 10 people, one time slot and then they just kind of have to wait? She said no, each person's given like a 15-minute time slot or 20-minute time slot, depending on what they're like how many weeks they are and what they're being seen for each doctor. So no one's got like an overlapping appointment with a doctor. So I found that wait like extremely long, and I was just, yeah, I took snacks. Someone had said to me the wait can be quite long, so take snacks. So I took snacks. Yeah, went and did that. So she did my blood pressure, which was fine. It usually goes quite low when I'm pregnant, but that was all fine. That was good. She did, oh, I had to do the like urine pena cup test thing, so that was good, and she called me about that and said that was fine. Oh, and the heartbeat, because I was 14 weeks when I went there, 14 weeks. So she said, oh, we don't usually do like the Doppler this early because it can take quite a while to find them. And she said, but I can do it and try it if you want me to. And I said, oh yeah, just try it, just see if you can find it. If not, then that's fine. I'll wait for the next appointment. Within like 10 seconds she had found the heartbeat. So she said it was about 152, which has been consistent with the last 2 scans, so the dating scan and the 12-week scan. Yeah, so consistent. So it's been 152 all, oh my gosh, you 152 for all 3 times. So that it's a good heart rate and it's consistent, so that's good. What else did I do there? Yeah, she was really lovely. I went and just saw a midwife, so it wasn't a doctor, I just went and saw a midwife. And she wants me to go and do my 20-week anatomy scan a little bit earlier at 18 weeks because we're going away for 2 weeks on the 1st of December. We're going on a cruise for 2 weeks. So, and I will be 20 weeks, pretty sure, like exactly when we go on that cruise. So she wants me to have it done at 18 weeks so that it has time for the them to like send it to the hospital, and then for me to have my appointment at the hospital as well, because they want to see me before I go. So I'll be finding out in 3 weeks time what we're having, because we are going to find out. So I'll be finding out in 3 weeks time. So that's pretty cool. And then I've got my next hospital appointment on the 24th of November. So that's that's like just after I'm 18 weeks. That's just for the just like the follow-up, the next appointment, the monthly appointment with that scan. So I asked if I could do, because someone had said to me, you can have your scans at the hospital and they're like bulk billed and you don't have to pay for them, because otherwise they're like, they range between like $250 and like over $300 just for the anatomy scan. So I asked about that. I said, can I come and have my scan here at the hospital? And she said, oh, you would have had to have booked before you were 12 weeks to have your 20-week scan there. So I can't get into that at all. So I'll just have to pay, which is fine, because I want to, even though I know the hospital will do it properly, I'd rather pay and get, pay a little bit more and actually get like I want it done well. I don't want it really fast, or I want them to, like, it's such a main scan that I want them to be able to do it well and know what they're talking about, and if I have to pay a little bit more for that, then that's fine. Yeah, so I've got to book that, and so there's one just in our estate who I went to last time, and she was really, really lovely. So I'm going to go back to her and get my anatomy scan and find out what we're having. So hopefully she can tell. I hope she can tell. Hope that the baby's not like in an awkward position or something where it doesn't want anybody to know. But the more I'm thinking, I'm thinking it's a boy, because this pregnancy has been so different to the last. I think I'm starting to think maybe it's a girl. I don't know. I just keep having these thoughts of like it's a girl. I don't know. It doesn't, I really, really don't mind. Like, I've done 2 girls. I know how to do girls. But a boy would be different, I guess. I'm really not that bothered.